Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down the gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
True. Like
Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling
And Scott's painting service.
and Scott's Painting Service. Owen Hardy is in the chat. The first Hardy in the chat
What up,
of the
Owen?
day. He's the good
I
look
miss the
Hardy.
Hardys.
Yeah.
I miss the Hardys.
I'm a little mad at Brian. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little mad at Brian. I've supported him all this way. Of course, I'm off and on because of weddings and that kind of stuff. He's going to be running a show in Delaware. Guess who's not booked?
Jonathan De La Crosse.
Jonathan De La Crosse is not booked on his show. It's a Sunday show. Not booked. Jonathan not booked. A little crazy. A little
Well,
irritating.
I
maybe
heard
there's
Uncooked Bacon lost his title finally.
He did. I wasn't there to protect him. Yeah. They have some guy that looks like what's the Gator guy that back in the day, the guy that was dressed like Gator Farmer for the WWE. What was that guy's name?
Oh, yeah.
Was that
No, Billy Jim.
No, not
Not him.
what was Barry Darso? Was it Barry Darso?
I think it was Darso.
Yeah.
I know he did the Repo Man, but he did like there was another guy that was like a Gator or something.
Didn't they just call him the
Crocodile
Croc
Hunter.
Hunter? Didn't they call him the Croc Hunter?
I feel like it was something like that, but this guy looks like he's with a really big dude, but he's not as big as my best friend, Kevin Bacon. So and then there's some dude. So I've been replaced as a manager at USW. I've been replaced with a guy that looks like he's got fleas. Yeah. So. But maybe one day I will make my return to USW as a maybe a face. You never know. The people love me, I think.
A lot of face that runs the place.
Speaking of face, this weekend at ATCW, I will be back again with Travis Tarvin. We'd be facing my ex-son, right? Ex-son, Ethan Cross, for that cruiserweight title. Father of the Year, Jonathan Cross, will be there. So the ATCW's version of the patriarchy. Father of the Year, Jonathan Cross.
By the way, was there ever a DNA test done with you and your son?
I don't know. I think she washed her sheets, so I can't. I couldn't give you the right answer.
That was a bad painting.
Skinner, Randy got it. Skinner, that's who it is.
There we
Of
go.
course, Randy got it.
Speaking of Randy, I forgot to put that video into the. Actually, I might try to put. I can't. It's too late now for me to put that video in. I really want to put that video in of Randy.
We'll do it. We'll do it next time.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. Boy, I had a lot of things to say. Randy, what's wrong with your arms? Why are your arms so chunky? Your arms don't even look like they fit on your body. I don't know what's going on. You must be dating no one because your forearms are huge. Steve Kerr, and that's who it is.
It would only be the right one that's large.
No, I actually believe he's ambidextrous. I believe he's double fist.
Way to go, Quagmire.
Double fisting on the fuselage. So, as the quote, the grease man. Hi, what's going on?
That episode of Family Guy where Quagmire discovers the internet porn and he comes out to check the mail like 3 days later and he's got the full 5 o'clock shadow and one Scott Steiner arm. Fucking dying.
Yeah, he's Randy's little Papa Stump. That's what he is. So anyway, welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. Thank you for joining us if you're in here on YouTube or Kick or Facebook. Thank you for joining us. You're talking about Hogan Beer one. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna put that. I meant to put that in here so we can show that for everybody can see your. He
That
likes
was
to shoot promo videos. He likes to shoot
that was
promo
Hogan
videos.
beer.
Yes, it was. You saw how small the cans were, right? They were 7-ounce cans,
They
24
were
inch. Why don't they?
they were
Why wouldn't have
they were
Hogan's
Balea
cans?
cans.
They were Belay. Why wouldn't they have came out with 24-inch cans?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that have made more sense for them to come out with 24-inch cans? Hey,
Yeah.
there's Marvin. What's up, my man?
And the
Marvin.
beer can shaped like a python.
That would have been awesome. I don't know how Jake the Snake would have felt like about
Not
that.
that python.
Oh, wrong python. That's a cobra. That's a cobra. What's going on? Welcome to Hardway Wrestling. If you're just joining us on whatever platform you're joining us on, thank you. Make sure you go like, share, and subscribe. The Macho Man one was the best. Was it? He's shooting promos. Speaking of promos, this weekend we had our predictions challenge. We had our first unsuccessful cash in
Womp womp.
of the Jesse in the Bank, the Money in the Bank, which we'll be running another Money in the Bank next month, so that'll be up for grabs. You have 2 months to cash in the Money in the Bank. There will be no longer running for 7 months without cashing it in. So Jesse unsuccessful. She actually tied Scotty, our champion right now, with 14 points. He got out of there by the skin of his collar, his relaxed collar there. So,
and AEW, I think, was the biggest event that screwed over my entire weekend. Like I looked
a lot of people.
Yeah.
That whole card was a hot mess. It was a good pay-per-view, and we're gonna get into it. We're not gonna get into everything that happened this weekend because there was a lot of wrestling. But the AEW card was actually really enjoyable. It was really enjoyable. It ran forever. I remember you texted me one time. There was 3 matches.
I texted you at the start of the.
Was that you?
Yeah,
No,
I texted you at the start of the Saturday night main event, I think, and asked who won the death match, and you were like, "It hasn't happened yet," or something like that.
3 matches left.
I'm like,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
apparently,
we get ready to go into Tony Storm match, maybe, or something like that.
Tony Khan said that he ran that for 6 hours to debunk all the counterbunk all the WWE programming, is what he said on the
Oh, good for him though. Good for him.
Yeah, but I'm sure all those fans want it. Like I really want. By the time that death match went on, I didn't see I wanted to watch AEW. I was out that day, and I was going to watch it on the special
What did
link.
Scotty just say?
Yeah.
I wanted to watch AEW just to watch what a absolute horse piss of a show that was going to be.
I can't at this point. I can't remember every match.
Unfortunately, the app was not working.
Yes, that app has stopped working for AEW.
Yeah,
it has stopped for a long time. Actually, I've been buying AEW for the last four pay-per-views, I think, because that app is just screwy. But anyway, we had a little cheater app there that was working for a little bit, but then it kind of, I think I think there's too many people trying to use it. I think that's the problem. Now you can subscribe, like it has a subscription service, which I've never done.
No, I haven't either.
So I watch if I'm on the road or something, I'll watch baseball games on it or something. But other than that,
yeah,
or basketball or something I can't normally get. So
I
cut the cable.
I wanted to watch the AEW show on the thing, and of course it wasn't there, so I switched over and watched Great American Bash instead. But yeah, because I was like, I can catch Great American Bash later. I can't catch AEW but the stuff I've seen in the Instagram videos, yeah, in some ways I'm glad I didn't watch it.
It was really good pay-per-view. Now, actually, it was. I want to say it was like 10 o'clock at night or whatever time it ran all that time. Like it was an 8-hour fucking program. I think that's what time it might have been before that. And my mom, of course, you guys know that my mom has moved into my house. She was watching wrestling with me all day. She's a trooper. She's a trooper. She watched wrestling. She watched AEW all day. And when we got to the Moxley match, she said, "What in the absolute fuck is this?"
Yeah.
I said, she goes, "This is not wrestling." No, this is my mom. So she grew up like I did, watching my grandmothers beat the shit out of the arms of the chairs and scream at Hulk Hogan and the Iron Sheik and Humble and blah, blah, blah. So my mom starts seeing Hangman jabbing his fork into Moxley's forehead, and she said, "What is this shit?"
That was gnarly as hell.
Did you see the slowdown video?
I just watched this close-up side view of it where the blood
where the blood was squirting. Now
it's on the AEW's Instagram.
Yes.
I saw that this morning on AEW's Instagram. Like, why are they posting this on a family-friendly platform, quote unquote, air quotes on that? But it's like, why are they posting this? This is you want to attract a wide audience, and you've got a slowed down version of a guy stabbing somebody in the head with a fork and blood squirting. Like, how
so good.
It was, oh my gosh.
It was so good.
So apparently, like the initial video that Facebook posted on AEW's site, you had to click see video on it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Apparently it violates their sissy policy.
That's another thing. I've posted little tiny blood marks or whatever. I got my lid busted open one time and posted it, and I got blocked for 30 days. So, yeah. So, but anyway, the AEW pay-per-view is not bad. Mercedes Moné takes her first loss, which was pretty amazing. Jeremy, what's up, man? Which was pretty awesome. I don't know. I don't remember what you guys picked. I actually picked Tony Storm to win.
I put all my points on Mercedes Hogan.
I did the same. I put it all on Mercedes.
A lot of people did. That's why
Mercedes Hogan.
I led that pay-per-view, I think, with 20 points, which I want to say there was 30 some available. So no one did great on the pay-per-view, on that pay-per-view. So the Kenny Omega Okada match surprised the shit out of me. I thought for sure that Okada was going to lose that match. I thought they were gonna combine belts and Kenny was gonna get it, but no, I was wrong.
So was I.
Very surprised. Yeah, this is not a dating site there, buddy. Single looking to mingle. I mean, you can shoot Randy a text if you want. He's got big forearms. But AEW's pay-per-view not bad. Now, you guys watch Great American Bash?
Yep.
Okay.
No. I didn't participate in much other than Saturday night main event this weekend.
Oh, okay, so
I had other things going on.
Yeah, you were neck deep. I got you. Beard oil. Scotty, you got a chance to watch Great American Bash. What'd you think?
You know what? As much again, and we said it was going to be, kind of an underwhelming show, and sadly enough, it was. Like, I mean, even the match that I was calling match of the night actually was not as. It was good. Don't get me wrong. Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints, North American title, and what the outcome that we thought was going to happen did. Ethan retained to keep this feud going, but I watched it, and I had good expectations for the match, and it just kind of fell a little bit flatter than I thought it was going to. I don't know. I really expected a lot more emotion, a lot more, and even to the point of where they had Jasper Troy interfere in the middle of that match, and was like,
well, he lost too, right? I mean,
he lost too, which
he was going to win.
The other surprise loss of the night, which is what killed a lot of my points on that thing, because I was sure Jasper Troy was going over.
Yeah.
I
did on that card. That's probably the worst I've ever done on a card. I think I only got like 6 points, 7 points. I don't even remember now.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it wasn't. It was just a mediocre card for what it was, and I'm sad to say, because and Wyatt and I will talk about this when we do the shakedown tonight. You'll see guys.
Yeah, tomorrow. Shakedown
tomorrow. But the simple fact that, NXT, when we first started watching it, seemed like it had some stuff building. There were things that were going on. It was like, okay, this, it felt like there was, it wasn't like it was the best of shows, but I'm not looking for like perfection out, like an A+ or, even a B+ show out of NXT Tuesday nights. But when it comes to the pay-per-views, I was, it's like, okay, let's see what they're going to build. And since Stand and Deliver, and then Battleground, I believe, was the one that I watched in Indiana. I was like, okay, they've got, again, they've got some good matches and good people and good stuff going, and it's just kind of slowly started to decline. And I don't know, because I get that, and I've said this before, I get that after WrestleMania it's a rebuilding period. They have to start building new stories and new angles and new stuff. But like, the thing that interests me on Great American Bash was the contract signing. Mike Santana, Joe Hendry, and Trick Williams for the TNA title at Slammiversary. They signed the contract to Great
Which
American
is
Bash.
this weekend, by the way.
Which is this weekend, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So that whole thing that went down really, and then Dark State coming out, and I was telling you this off air. I love Dark State. Dark State to me is going to be the next big thing in NXT, and I hope they do well with building these 4 guys and really making them out to be monsters, because they just look the part. They are a great faction, and then even to see the system, correct, Jason?
Yep.
Yeah, the system, Brian Myers, and all them come out. Again, that was a great deal, and I think they're building something between the system and Dark State, so that could be an interesting feud right there, TNA versus NXT. But again, underwhelming is what I came away with.
When is the War Games? When is War Games?
November.
War Games is November,
like around
Survivor
Thanksgiving.
Series.
I wouldn't mind seeing. Hey, what's up, Josh? I wouldn't mind seeing a War Games with 3 rings. One TNA, one WWE, one NXT.
Ooh,
pretty wild. Or even if we got just TNA and NXT and
probably a TNA and NXT
I would
War
do
Games.
I would see if they do War Games for the next TNA pay, or not next NXT pay, not next one, but the right around the same time as Survivor Series. Holy cow! Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, how do they have this feud and work it, to get both brands to kind of. And War Games would be perfect.
Yeah,
and like Dark State versus the System. Get a
Tony Khan has entered the chat.
Yeah.
All right. So Saturday night's main event.
Yep.
Josh, we'll get that for you in a second. But Saturday night's main event. See, I'm the other way. I caught the end of Saturday night's main event. Didn't go as planned for some people, and we'll get to Seth Rollins here later on. Clearly, he got injured. The Goldberg match. We'll talk about Goldberg here in a little bit, but the Goldberg match was not great. It was okay. It was 15. It was almost 15 minutes, so around 15
his longest match ever.
And I think they. Well, I'll get into my comments here in a little bit, but I'm glad it's over.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's over.
I'm glad Gunther's still alive and still has his title.
Yes, there were times where Gunther chopped him, and he just too over. They needed to nerf Goldberg.
Yeah,
that's what they needed to nerf him, because he's just too OP. So
yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, we get a Goldberg's final match, which is, it wasn't bad. I think it was. I don't know how happy I'm pretty sure he wasn't happy about the way it ended, but he got choked out, which is go to sleep, which is fine. I think that's how it should have went.
I agree.
I was even more happy they cut off his ending speech.
He was not, and we'll get into that here in a little bit, but he was not happy that they cut off his ending speech. What the fuck was he? What did he? Anyway, we'll get to that. Anyway,
Bret Hart hit the switch on NBC.
He said, "You're retired also." Click. That would have been great if Saturday night's main event would have had Bret sitting at the TV with the remote and just went, and he just went off.
Yeah. I still wish they had redone the old WCW angle before Gunther took off his robe. Goldberg speared him, and then Gunther pulls off the robe, and there's a steel plate.
That would be great.
But anyways,
Evolution on Sunday.
That was a banger.
I'm gonna put this out there. This was the best pay-per-view, including WrestleMania. Best pay-per-view of the year.
Absolutely.
Nailed it. Just
it had
the girls
nailed it.
The girls nailed it.
Yeah.
The girls nailed it. There was a couple botchy spots because it happens. Anything that's got Nia Jax involved. But
Rhea and Aew was just amazing.
Yeah, that
And
was
the finish.
definitely match of the weekend.
Give a shout out to the referee who took the fucking drop kick. Or the what did she get hit with? She got hit with the springboard. Jessica Carr springboard drop kick.
And little Nate got a cracked rib from the Goldberg spear.
I mean, little Nate's just putting in some work, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's two PLEs in a row where he got his ass handed to him. So
yeah,
good for little Nate. Still in better shape than the real Nate. So Evolution was excellent. It was just great. Evolution was great. The cash in was great. You felt it coming. Actually, Ricky and I were just chatting. We're like, we both said it at the exact same time because I just said to Jesse and Ricky said, it feels like Naomi's getting ready to cash in. As soon as it came through, here she came.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, she's going to cash in. Great cash in.
And the other thing of the night, although Ricky, you are, well, I'm going to give you half a point for your prediction, okay? Because you called the wrong night. You called what's her name?
Blake Monroe to turn on
Blake Monroe. You called the turn, but you called it on the wrong night.
We knew it was coming because she's a better heel than a face for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. But I just find it funny that you called it, but you called it on the wrong night, so you get half a point for that.
Jordan got her ass handed to her a bunch of times. So stiff shots to the face.
We
already know
busted nose.
We already know when Blake
get the AEW off of her.
When Blake Monroe throws a punch or a belt or whatever, she lands it. Like it is not. You better just be ready, right? Just guard up, whatever you got to do, but you're taking it. She's gonna throw it at you. The only thing during that cash in, and I'll move on from Naomi was she didn't hear them ring the bell.
Yeah, she
was like ring the bell, and they're like, "Bitch, we rang the bell."
Yeah,
and it was a little botchy there with the briefcase to the forehead, and she was getting ready to hit Aew. And then looked again and was like, ring the bell. And Aew kind of got into place and then moved out. I'm like, that was a little botchy. But remember, it is still a little TNA in her blood, too. So, so Evolution killed it. I thought Evolution was great. The Battle Royal was good. Lash Legend is the future of the women's division. I love Lash Legend.
I cannot stand her. Her look alone is like, and then her if you watch her on NXT, she wasn't too bad in the Battle Royal.
Mercedes.
Yeah, she's not Mercedes.
But she wasn't bad in the Battle Royal. But if you watch her in a regular match, I've seen her on NXT, just horrible.
She's very tall, right? She's still learning. She picked Nia Jax up like like a sack of potatoes, like it wasn't nothing. Lash is, I want to say she's either the same height or a little taller than Nia.
Yeah, she's a former WNBA star. So
right. Yeah, so she's a monster. I love her. I think it was great. I thought she was great.
Watch NXT, you'll disagree after watching that.
I mean, I've seen her. I mean, she was in that tag team for a while. That wasn't the greatest. Agree, Evolution was a good pay-per-view. Yeah. Again, she's learning. She's very new, right? Look how Jade still. That was the worst match of the night. By the way, that was the worst match. Right? Scotty mad because Nia didn't win, but that was Lash's hometown, so she got to eliminate Nikki Bella, which was cool. So yeah, it was good shit. And then she took the devil's kiss on the ring apron.
That was good. I was loving that shot.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't even care about the devil's kiss anymore. It doesn't do anything for me unless Booker's on commentary.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Give me Booker all day long. And did you hear the crowd? Did you hear the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been doing that.
I love it. I love it.
Got called up.
We got to see Saul Rooker throw off a pretty good soul snatcher out of the corner.
Yeah,
during the tag match. So. Evolution, not bad. So,
that was the best show of the weekend.
I think so.
Well,
I think so.
AEW wasn't bad either, but
yeah, but you know what? Those girls put on a show. I really thought that those girls. That's two Evolution. I thought the first Evolution was really good too. So, but anyway, let's get into a couple news stories. Lots of injuries over this weekend. First one, Adam Cole AEW President Tony Khan has commented on his last-minute decision to pull Adam Cole from his scheduled TBS Championship match at All In Texas pay-per-view. Khan confirmed that Cole was not feeling well, and they mutually agreed that he needed to take some time off. Cole was originally scheduled to face Kyle Fletcher at the event and removed from the card just hours before. Speaking with Good Karma Wrestling, Khan detailed the conversation he had with the top star and that led to the change. Khan explained that it was important to Cole. It was important for Cole to address the live crowd at Global Life Field himself to explain the situation. He confirmed that Cole would be taking some time off to get better. There was I guess Dynamite. Kyle Fletcher dropped him on his fucking head, and he's got concussion issues. How many times are we going to see? First off, we jinxed Adam Cole last week.
Yes,
yeah, we did.
We congratulated Adam Cole for the last 3 months or 4 months of being healthy, and then Kyle Fletcher tried to kill him. So how many of these heartfelt messages are we going to get from Adam Cole the rest of his career?
I honestly, in my view, I hope we don't get any more of them. If he's that badly injured, if it's one of those major concussion deals where he just keeps getting them. Well,
you're more prone to concussions after you get one or two and some bad ones. I mean,
yeah, but that's the thing. If you're so prone to them that you can't, again,
we do know what a concussion is, correct? Right? We know what a concussion is.
Yeah,
the bruising of the brain.
Bruising of the brain. Yeah. No, but
some people think, oh yeah, he just bumped his head. No, he was dropped on he hit this fucking apron.
Yeah,
and then slammed down on the ground.
But here's the thing: when you're in a business where a lot of stuff is done in such a way where you are you're landing in, again, not to pull the curtain back too far here, but wrestlers know how to land. But at the same time, just because you know how to land doesn't mean you're not going to be landing in some awkward positions or in ways where your head will still, make contact with the ground or the mat or wherever you're going to hit. So in situations like that, where you're going to be taking moves that might land you on your head in certain ways,
well, if I think also you put a lot of trust in the people you're in the ring with, right? You give your body to that person. Like I like to think that when I hit the ground, I know how to fall, or I know what to do. I know where to tuck my chin, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you land weird. Sometimes, you get, when you're being dropped, one arm drops further than the other and your body twists a little bit and you land on your side and you fucking break your hip, or you throw your back out or whatever. Like, shit happens. It's wrestling. Sometimes it's fake. In this instance, it was not. I feel like, and you guys can tell me what you think. Kyle Fletcher punished for hurting Adam Cole, and Dustin Rhodes wins the TNT title in Texas. What do you think?
Yeah,
because I was pretty sure that Adam Cole was losing that title.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so pretty good moment. We didn't talk about it. Pretty good moment for Dustin Rhodes. So
yeah, but even if he wasn't necessarily punished, I feel or not punished, but hold on, let me get my thought together. I wouldn't say I think maybe punished, but maybe not. I think the whole goal for the TNT title was for Adam to drop it because of said injury, but because he wasn't feeling, fully up to par that night, he couldn't wrestle.
Yeah.
So, that was kind of, I think, what they were going to go for. But then, I don't know. It's weird.
Very confusing too. There's lots of guys on that AEW roster, but they chose to use two guys that are in a tag team together with titles and wrestled earlier on the pre-show. I was confused about that. Sammy
Tony Khan, he threw darts at a board.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I don't know. They should just do Big Boom AJ in there too.
Good for Dustin.
Yeah, good for Dustin. Right?
Yeah,
the guy was wasn't he retiring at the end of this year? Or was that last year he was retiring?
I don't know, but he's got 3 titles now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
because he's Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, Trios Champion, and TNT Champion.
Are they still have Trios titles? Because I thought they combined them. They didn't combine the Trios titles.
They combined the Ring of Honor and the AEW Trios.
Jesus,
so.
craminy.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Lost track of Tony Khan's, all his belts. How about the returns though from AEW that we got?
who'd we get?
Well, we got Juice Robinson looking like Bo Dallas now.
Oh my God! I could have. I was like, is Elias coming to the ring?
And the Ash Boys.
The Ass Boys are back. They didn't wrestle there; they just interfered. So
yeah, we've got Cope back.
Oh God!
Yeah, go
Christian.
find yourself, Christian. Go find yourself.
Yeah, so go fuck yourself or whatever.
Yeah, go find yourself.
Darby coming down from Mount Everest.
Terrible rappel. It was terrible. Like
Well, okay, and again, like let me put something to you.
Overbooked, by the way, that championship that Hangman won. Overbooked.
Yeah. Let me put something to you guys really quick because I've heard this argument before, and I'm interested to see what you two think. In a company that does the Owen Hart tournament,
yeah,
in a company that does a lot of business, still, I'm assuming, I mean, we haven't seen her in a year or two, but with Martha Hart, why they've done this several times? They've done this rappelling from the ceiling stuff. And I'm sure they're taking every precaution and doing everything to make sure it's safe and nobody's going to drop from the ceiling. But why would they do anything like that in a company that represents Owen Hart and Martha Hart?
Well, Sting's going to do it because that was always Sting's thing.
Yeah, and again, I get it. I'm not, they've done it before.
So have you ever been to a circus, Scotty? You ever been to Ringling Brothers?
Does ATCW count? No.
I was going to say that's when I go to work at night.
Yeah. No. I have been to a circus. Yeah.
So every once in a while, a lion loses his mind and just rips apart the lion tamer. Right. Every once in a while, he'll attack a lion tamer, show him who the real king of the jungle is. They don't get rid of the lions, bro. Every once in a while, an elephant goes rogue and busts through the tent and maybe kills a couple people. They don't get rid of the elephants, right? I mean, the show must go on. I know it was terrible that Owen fell, but 100% when you do stuff like that, no matter what, people get hurt. Draws fell off the top fucking rope and broke his fucking neck. They still climbed the top rope. So, like, the show must go on. Freak shit happens when you take chances. Freak shit happens. People died on Everest. Big Dumb Darby still went. So, show must go on.
Yeah.
Show must go on. So, anyway, moving on. Goldberg action. Media personality Peter Rosenberg has publicly criticized WWE Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg, or Gold Turd, as Ricky likes to say, for recent comments Goldberg made regarding his retirement send-off. In a video posted on his social media, Rosenberg responded to Goldberg's appearance on the Ariel Helwani show, where the former world champion expressed unhappiness that his post-match speech was cut off at the end of Saturday night's main event.
Fuck your post-match speech. You cut off a lot of the career of one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Darn right.
Rosenberg, who also hosts WWE's premium live event kickoff show, did not hold back in the assessment of the situation. I cannot believe the complaints about his send-off. Rosenberg stated, "Have you guys ever noticed the people who are the most overbooked or the most celebrated are always the ones who complain?" Which is absolutely true. Saturday night's main event is a time. It's not a pay-per-view. There's no overrun for NBC, right? Tony's not paying an extra $500,000 to get 20 minutes of, airtime or whatever. So yes, sorry, Bill. If you'd have been choked out a little sooner, you could have woke up and did your speech. But that's just how it is. Sorry, Bill. Some things are meant for social media.
Yeah,
we need to get that picture of Gunther choking him out and edit Gilbert's face in.
We should. Not a problem. Done. We did not see Gilbert. That's the only reason why I really wanted to watch that match, because I thought for sure Dwayne was going to weasel his way into that match. So, again, Goldberg, thank God it's over, right?
Bye.
Speech was nice. The beginning of that match, there was a bunch of notable people standing around him. One was Ernest
EVP.
Miller. Was it Ernest Miller?
Cat.
Ernest Cat Miller. So he was there for I don't even know why.
Doug Dillinger, former WCW head of security.
Yeah, Doug Dillinger. Yeah, well, who's going to beat on the door and wake him up, right, from his slumber? And then the dude from Sons of Anarchy, and I cannot remember his name, and I'll look it up and send you guys in chat. But he was like a tough guy back in the day because he's been on Stern, he's been on a bunch of stuff. I would want to say Bo Dietl, but it's not Bo Dietl. But anyway, he was there. It was like, oh, these and then Gage was there, which I would have liked to have seen Gage. I think it was one of those situations where the security didn't know the Gage was going to jump over because they hit him pretty quickly. So anyway, Gage was there. I would like to have seen Gage get in there and get choked out too. Thoughts about the final match?
Thank God it's over. Gunther's still alive, and he still got the world title.
Overpowered. When he chopped him, and Goldberg just laughed. I was like, "Holy shit! Way to just kill your heavyweight champion's chops."
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If I was Gunther moving forward, everyone I chopped would never get up.
Yeah.
It should have been a 3-minute match and a 20-minute thank you to the fans and all that shit.
Amen.
I didn't watch. I saw the beginning of them because they actually came back from commercial and had Goldberg and talking in the ring, and then it was gone. So I didn't hear anybody yelling, "You deserve it," or "Shut the fuck up." I didn't hear any of that stuff. So.
As soon as I saw produced by Paul Levesque and Lee Fitting or whatever, I was like, "Yes, good night."
Cut him out. I got a list of people that I would like to.
It doesn't matter who you would like to thank.
First, I'd like to thank. So, anyway, go like and subscribe. By the way, anyway, last story. Seth Rollins. God damn it. Let me get back to it here. A new update has surfaced concerning Seth Rollins following his apparent knee injury sustained over the weekend. I'm not going to read this whole article because it is Dave Meltzer, and he is hard to read. He knows a lot, though. He's still got a ton of contacts and that kind of stuff. So
the Young Bucks.
The Bucks. The Buckaroos. Yeah. So a new update has surfaced concerning Seth Rollins following his apparent knee injury sustained over the weekend. WWE has yet to make a detailed comment, but according to the new reports, the injury is believed to be legitimate. There's also speculation that WWE may have used a storyline to conceal the existing issue Rollins was already facing prior to this match. Dave Meltzer reported on the Wrestling Observer Radio that people inside WWE have been very quiet, which means no one's talking to him about the injury severity. Triple H confirmed during the post-Evolution press conference that Rollins was scheduled for an MRI on Monday in Birmingham, Alabama, and the full extent of the injury should be clear within a few days. Of course, when you get a knee injury, there's always some sort of swelling. You got to wait till the swelling goes down and whatnot. So Meltzer also referenced the report by John Pollock, which indicated that WWE was already planning an injury angle for Rollins ahead of the match. He suggested that may have been a creative way to make a real injury rather than introduce a fake one into the storyline purpose. Given Rollins' major role in the WWE ongoing narratives, Meltzer argued that it would make no sense. It would not make any sense for WWE to invent an injury unless it had some ground in relevancy. So when this first happened, I thought for sure, okay, he got injured. First off, messed up everyone's card because we had Seth Rollins winning. He was supposed to win. From what I'm reading, he was absolutely supposed to win. Terrible finish. I know LA was not happy about the finish. I believe he said, "You motherfucker," to Seth Rollins. So I thought for sure, I was like, okay, fake injury, cash in later, right?
Yeah.
supposedly this match was supposed to go longer. Rollins was supposed to win, and we were supposed to get the return of Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, yeah.
So, which happened
Monday night.
Monday.
So,
Yep.
which was pretty cool, seeing him back. So, like the Liv Morgan injury, Ricky, how do you feel like this is going to affect WWE moving forward?
Well, it's obviously going to sidetrack a lot of the storylines and the booking they had already set. But I read something that supposedly his knee injury is not major. It's going to put him out for a little bit of time, but WWE is going to make it out to be a major injury to kind of make the Money in the Bank thing kind of disappear. And then when he shows up to cash in after he's recovered, it's going to be a out of nowhere surprise.
Yeah. After Monday night,
suck though without Rollins.
Yeah, it does.
Now
And
now you got the stable building up with Braun and Bronson. And,
the law firm's a little light.
And now your leader's gone.
Scotty, thoughts?
Well, like Ricky said, if they, it's hard to say what WWE is going to fully pull on this thing to kind of, if they decide to go that angle of making it a major injury so that they can kind of, put the Money in the Bank thing aside. It's going to be a little tough with Paul Heyman carrying the briefcase everywhere, but we'll, because that's kind of a gigantic.
But during Paul's promo on Raw, he basically said nothing has changed. Braun, it's your opportunity now. Seth has until next June to cash in. So.
Yeah, and I get that. I saw that promo, but at the same time, it's still, how do you forget about it when, the Cornette's expression, how do I miss you if you don't go away? Well, how do you miss it if you keep seeing the briefcase everywhere? Like, it's just a constant reminder that Money in the Bank is still, that Seth is, is there, not there, but
everybody knows that even though you can take that briefcase off of TV, it doesn't matter. Seth is still the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I really think that, so it looks like, Punk moves on Monday Night Raw. He moves on to Gauntlet, and he's facing who? Gunther, right? Can you see him beating Gunther for that title, and then Seth makes his return and cashes in on Punk?
It's 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Yes, it is 2 weeks away. I don't think this injury, I think Ricky's right. I don't think this injury is as bad.
Like a meniscus injury, you get it taken care of, you miss a couple weeks, and then you come back.
Honestly, he could cash in, win this title, and still continue to rehab and not defend the title for another month if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Right? He's the champion. He doesn't have to defend. So
he's got to show up and talk shit and then send his boys out.
Yeah.
I know. That's an interesting thought.
How can Punk keep him from winning the title if he don't know it's coming?
Yeah.
He's got the title, so.
And he can still stop Punk from winning it.
Yeah. Oh, who knows? Who knows? So we'll see moving forward. I mean, of course, we're all speculative right now. So what's going on with Seth Rollins? We haven't really gotten a report yet. So it'll come out. We'll figure it out. So sad, though. It ruins everything, right? So
yeah.
It's always cool, though, to see WWE does a really good job at pivoting. Right?
Yes.
It's not the first time, right? We just had the Liv injury. Who else have we had injured over the years? Every women's tag team. Drew to win it all. I think Drew's done for the rest of this year. I think he'll wrestle, but I don't think he's going to be a major part of anything. I think he's just going to be there.
Who?
Drew. She loves Drew McIntyre.
Drew's about to get embarrassed by Jelly Roll here in a couple weeks.
Yes, that's yeah. You can't throw a Claymore to Skinny Jelly Roll. So that's what Drew has been lowered to. So anyway, boys, that's it. That's all I got.
There we go.
Yeah. So
it was a crazy weekend of wrestling, that's for sure.
We got another one this weekend. We got TNA, which is the last last PLE of this predictions challenge. If you've not joined the predictions challenge, you can still join, right? You can still jump in there and throw your card in there and kind of let everybody know, listen, I'm here. I can't win it this month, but I'm here. So you got one more. You can go in. It's $5 a month. Go to our Patreon, Hardway Wrestling / or Patreon / Hardway Wrestling or Hardway, whatever it is. I don't even know. Click subscribe. Go do that. Go click subscribe. Help us out and join. The beginning of next month, if we pick up 4 more people every time that the belt changes hands and someone wins the belt, their prize. Because I fell out with the guy with the cards. Fell out with him after those Gilbert cards. Had some nice things to say to him. So I can't believe he's going to be doing any business with me anymore. But you will get a free subscription to Hardway Wrestling for the month. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give away a subscription. Or subscription. So if anybody's interested in doing the predictions challenge, let us know. We're going to do this too. At the beginning of August, I'm going to give away 2 free subscriptions to. So if you guys know anybody, if you have anybody's interested, let me know. I will send them the link to the free subscription, and we'll get a couple more people into this predictions challenge. Right now, we are tied. I am tied with Micah. Micah's never won the title, and he's not going to do it this time. So, sorry, Micah. You're dealing with the hammer right now. You're dealing with the hammer. Jonathan, you're dealing with Jonathan. So, that's it, boys.
Gotta love it.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's it for Hardway Wrestling. Thank you guys so much. Make sure, if whatever video you're on, YouTube, whatever.
What?
Make sure you go. Give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, do it. So, but if you're not just catching us on YouTube, you catch us on Facebook.
What?
You can catch us on Kick. We're on Kick right now. You can catch us if you like to hear us. You put us in your ears. Scotty's ugly. Ricky's ugly. I'm ugly. Actually, Ricky's kind of cute right now. He's glowing. Ricky's glowing right now. So, if you don't want to look at
it's
it,
the white under my beard.
That's what. Is it gray?
White under my beard.
Is it gray or is it?
It's not black, I'll tell you that much.
Is it sake?
No.
So, anyway, if you don't want to look at us, you want to hear us, you want to put us in your ear, you can go to Spotify.
Yeah.
You can go to iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
You can go to iTunes.
Yeah.
You know where you can't go?
Google Play.
Google Play. Because Scotty ruined it.
Darn right.
Damn. So, anyway, thank you guys for joining us. I don't know. We'll see about Friday. We do have a predictions challenge coming up, so maybe we'll just jump on here and do a quick guesstimate TNA wrestling. So there'll be some WWE guys in there. It should be a pretty good pay-per-view. So
yep.
And
we'll Wyatt and I will cover some of that on the Shakedown as well, because we will be talking about Slammiversary. There's some NXT stuff involved in that, so we'll kind of give a quick talk about what we think is going to happen with Slammiversary. Very cool.
Very cool. Very cool. And then we'll do our predictions challenge. We'll try to come on and do a predictions challenge. Again, I think with NXT, once they get through some of this TNA stuff, they'll get back to what they're doing, right?
I'm hoping.
Yeah. So
I mean, I think they could do, and again, we'll discuss more of this later with Wyatt, but I think they can do both. I think they can do, have the TNA side and have the WWE side and still focus on both equally and make it exciting on both ends. But that's just me.
Yeah. So anyway, phone came on. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us here on Hardway Wrestling. Again, make sure you go like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time
on the Hard Way.
Peace.
Conan.
Subscribe. We're back. We didn't go anywhere. What did you want to say? You had something to say? You had some shit to say? What'd you say? Huh?
What?
What'd you say? What?
What?